Guys, we got some big breaking, groundbreaking, ulterior, life-altering moments. So make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. So as you guys know, boxing and YouTube have been huge right now. Do I sound sick? Oh god, I hope I'm not sick. Anyways, Delta variant. Delta! Anyways, we have some groundbreaking news, guys. Groundbreaking news. First of all, the realist, we've seen his hairline, and if you've seen his recent videos, you know what it's like. It literally looks like that guy in that Disney movie. I just want to bring it up for him. Actually, you know what? You guys can just you guys can figure that out. Just a little jab at him. Just a little jab. Okay, so Vidal Riley called for a Nissan Gibb versus Dylan Danis, and then Dylan responded with, "I will either fight KSI or Gibb." He said, "Give me his dad KSI in the same night. IDK, I don't know who's worse." And the thing is everyone's been saying Dylan Dennis is a terrible boxer, from Strike Ninja to BJ Flores. BJ said that Gibb would beat Dylan. So what are my thoughts? I personally believe that Gibb versus Dylan would actually be a great fight because it would raise Gibb's profile the most. I'd like to see KSI fight him, but I think he's going to fight Austin, make boom. So that's probably off the table, but I think that would be an interesting fight to see, and purely raising his profile. And you know what? I don't think Dylan is as bad as people say he is. And I'm not like defending Dylan Danis. I don't think he'd beat KSI. But I think that the Gibb fight would be more competitive than people think. You know, I think he's a little underrated. And that's my personal opinion. Like, I'm not saying that he's good. I'm just saying I think people were a little too harsh. And I think he looks better than Ben Askren. So that's just my opinion. And then, Social Gloves announced their next card. This was a rumored fight card from Keemstar. And we don't know if this is going to happen because KSI and Gibb don't want to be with Social Gloves. So we'll see. There's like a female event that might happen. Aiden Ross might fight somebody. So I don't really know what the next card is going to be for Social Gloves. But it was going to be US versus UK. Austin versus KSI, we knew this. Vinny versus Gibb, which Gibbs would obviously win again. I think Vinny is not a bad boxer per se, but he only won because Deadly gassed. Like, if Deadly didn't gas out, he'd win on points purely. I mean, I think Vinny's got some power, he's got some form, and if he really worked at it, he could go places probably, but I just think that Vinny's a one-hit wonder in my opinion. Bryce versus Deadly, I mean, Deadly should win that fight, and if he doesn't, I think he needs to retire. DDG versus Jarvis. I'd say Jarvis for the win. I didn't see anything special from DDG. Landon McBoom versus Joe Weller. Such an intriguing fight. I think Landon would win, but I would love to see Joe have his redemption. But I don't know if this is going to happen anymore because KSI launched his own promotional company, so I don't really know how that's going to work out now that that's happened. And then Jake Paul said that he would have a title fight with Canelo could happen, and I mean, I just have to laugh at that. The fact that you even think he could beat Canelo. First of all, Canelo is older than you, he weighs less than you, and he's shorter than you. Canelo is at his prime. Don't get me wrong, and obviously Canelo would win. Jake Paul would not be able to beat Canelo 10 years from now, if I'm being honest. And again, it's like Jake has risen through mediocrity, but people are piggybacking and and taking money from him because he brings credibility and he brings clout and he's a name. You guys know my thoughts on Jake Paul. I don't need to go into it because the people that watch me or that just know my thoughts know what I think about him. But yeah, I mean, this fight sounds absurd, and like, I would honestly, if Logan said this, I would be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But the fact that Jake is saying this doesn't make any sense, because Logan fought a real boxer. He fought Floyd Mayweather, and while Floyd was a lot shorter than him, like, Logan could call it whoever he wants, and I won't be like, oh, come on, because there's this self-awareness with Logan, this kind of, not taking himself too seriously, where Jake is, and he's just a lot less annoying. And yeah, so Logan is more respectable and has done more in his career, and it's proven more. And like, if he said, oh, I want to fight Canelo, I'd be like, you're gonna lose. Like, if him fighting Mike Tyson, you'd lose, but I think you do better than everyone thinks you would, and I wouldn't think you'd get absolutely killed. He didn't even beat Floyd Mayweather technically. He took the W in other areas, but if there was an actual fight, he would have lost. So, and then KSI shared a video of Jake Paul in his response to his tweet, which we've all heard of, is when KSI called out Jake, and then Jake said, no, I'm not going to fight you. So, I mean, he's got a point there. And then Mike says that Logan is in London working on something with KSI. Super excited for that. Logan Paul versus Anderson Silva. They did a blood batch post, and it's pretty even. I know Anderson has had a couple of fights. I would like to see this fight. I don't really know much about him. He doesn't seem like a bum, though. He seems like he's a pretty decent boxer from what I've seen. He's lost before, so I mean that seems like an intriguing fight. But I think Logan should take the more like celebrity, like fighting these people you couldn't believe he's fighting. But it would certainly be a very credible fight for him. And I didn't do my research purely because I'm rushed for timing today. But I'll probably do a more extensive breakdown if that fight gets confirmed. But if it doesn't, I'm not going to. And then Rice Gum spoke on his beef with KSI, and he said that KSI was buying views, even though, I mean, that video, KSI Holiday, if you look at KSI Holiday, it's at 7.7 million views. Yeah. Oh, 8 million views, sorry, 8.5 million views. So the point is that music video is succeeding, and Christian Habany called out Rice Gum for a boxing match. There's also like a Republican versus Democratic TikTok boxing event, which... I think the Republicans would win that. I hate Republicans though. But anyways, and then Cardi B is going to be in Fast and Furious 10. And yeah, so that's pretty much all of the news I've got for you guys today. A lot of stuff's been happening with all of this stuff. So make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to comment. I will see you guys in the next video, which who knows what it will be, but I'll keep you up to date. Peace.